Show rates are the lifeblood of any business. When a prospect book calls but don't show up, you're losing revenue, wasting time, and missing opportunities to help people who genuinely need your solution. So I'm gonna show you why show rate is important for your business. So for example, you only have like 50% growth show rate and you're closing like 25% of deals. You need 8 calls to close 1 sale. So for example, if you add like 70% of show rate and with qualified prospect and you close in 40% of deals, you only need three calls to close 1 sale, and that's the beautiful of it. But most people think low show rates are a back-end problem. They focus on more email, more tests, and more reminders. But show rates are determined before someone even book a call. It's a front-end problem disguised as a back-end problem. Because when someone books a call, they're only at big interest point. They're in this, they're curious but not committed. Between booking and the call, the doubt creeps in. They find contradictory information, priorities shift, and they forget why they were interested. And the solution isn't more reminders. It's transforming that booking moment into education and commitment. So here's 3-step system to increase show rate by 25%. First, you're gonna have the application. You can go to your booking page and add more questions. Yes, more questions, believe me. And then you're gonna ask questions that prove you understand their problem. You're gonna ask like, what's your current monthly revenue? What's the biggest challenge preventing you from scaling? What happens if you don't solve this in the next 90 days? And then you're gonna avoid stupid questions like, will you show up for the call? It's so stupid. And the right questions filter out time kickers and attract serious prospects. And the next step, you're gonna have the confirmation page. Most people waste their confirmation page like 10 booking. But here's your new confirmation page structure. For example, you're gonna have the headline like this. You're gonna tell them like, hey, you're confirmed. Here's what happens next. And then you're gonna have like 3-minute urgency video that explaining why they need to show up now. Also, you're gonna have like 5 to 7 breakout videos. You're gonna answering common questions that they have. So for example, how this process was, what to expect on our call, and why most people fail, and how we can prevent that. Then you're gonna add testimonials from similar situations, and you can include a calendar confirmation instructions. It's critical, but most calendars don't auto add anymore. So you're gonna have to add that yourself. And then the most important part is step 3, outreach. Within 2 hours of booking, you're gonna send personalized 30-second selfie video via text. I have a script for you. You're gonna tell them like, hey Nam, just saw your application. So based on what you share about specific detail, I'm excited to show you specific solution, and then confirm for time or date. Next, you're gonna have 24 hours before the call. You have the second confirmation test like, hey Nam, still good for tomorrow at 10? If no response by end of the day, you're gonna send the follow-up. And then if still no response by morning of call, you're gonna cancel the call right away. And then the morning of the call, you're gonna have like the final confirmation. Looking forward to our call in 2 hours, ready to differ specific topic from their application. That's it for this 3-step system. Next, you're gonna have the cancellation strategy. Why you have to cancel calls immediately if your phone number doesn't work, the email bounces, the fake name or office spam, no response to confirmations, and they went through your funnel in under 2 minutes, the funnel hackers, and I am that person. And then you're gonna have it's better to have 3 confirmed shows than 10 maybes, because it's gonna increase your show rate. And don't worry about that. This is gonna open slots for qualified prospects who book the last minute. So here's the 72-hour rule for you. You only allow bookings within 72 hours maximum. So if someone cannot find the time, you have a backup link with 5 days available, because the urgency of their problem determines their commitment level. And yeah, so that's the exact system: the application barriers, the confirmation page revolution, and the manual outreach with strategic cancellations. Now you have everything you need to implement this in your business this week. Otherwise, go implement. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'm gonna see you in the next one.